Hey, how's it going? My name is jackiefishhh and welcome back to some more Total War Arena. Today we're going to be jumping in on Scipio, messing around with some Legionary Cavalry, just playing some live games. I originally had an amazing replay for you guys, but by the looks of it, it actually ended up desyncing. It was so close down to the wire and I managed to decap the enemy with like half a second left before they won the battle. It was really good, and I got halfway through the battle and then they just ended up winning it, and I was like, wait, this isn't how the battle turned out. So that was really unfortunate. I'll hopefully try and get to these battles a little bit sooner to prevent the desync in future videos, hopefully. But I felt like today what we do is we'll just jump in and play some of our tier 7 cavalry, because I doubt there's many high tier games going at the moment. We did, however, just unlock our new units, our tier 8s. I should say tier 9s on our Scipio, which is awesome. We got some Praetorian cavalry. We're going to definitely do some videos on them in the future. So if you're looking forward to that, let me know in the comments down below. And hopefully I'll bring you guys more high tier games. And is that something you guys want to see? Because I feel like the high tier games are so different than to say these, even just to these tier 7 games. When you kind of hit tier 8, 9, and 10, the players are just so much smarter. They protect their missiles, making it extremely difficult for me as a cavalry player to perform. And a lot of people just know what they're doing. You know, they poured at least 1,000 games into the beta. They know what they're doing, and it's a really interesting kind of higher skill level gameplay. So if you guys want to see something like that, let me know, and I'll be sure to take out these tier 9s and for a video. Also, look how expensive all the upgrades are. It's pretty crazy. I mean, 200k for the tier 10s. Oh, it's going to be fun trying to get them bad boys. The grind for tier 10s will continue. And maybe I'll try and fill these guys out a little bit, kind of get a few more upgrades on them before we do make a video on them. But yeah, today we're going to be playing some Legionary Cavalry. Obviously, taking the War Steeds is by far the best upgrade when you're playing cavalry. However, when you come to tier 8, you get to actually choose 2 consumables, and I'm very much in 2 minds about it, because there's obviously the Weaponsmith, which gives you some huge boosts to your melee attack, melee damage, all of that stuff, but there's also the Armorsmith. The thing about the Armorsmith is it actually gives you charge deflect, and I think it's not a bad amount either. It's like 10%, or it was like 10 charge deflect, which is actually quite a lot. So it's something I'm definitely going to test out when I have my fully upgraded tier 9s, just to see what's better. Is it better to take their melee stats, which will obviously help out when you are in these prolonged combats, especially when you've popped over Perseverance? It's going to kind of keep you, doing a lot more damage. Or would I prefer having that Armorsmith, which gives me charge deflect, which maybe means that I can, kind of take better cavalry fights, when I'm charging headlong into enemy cavalry. Maybe the charge deflect will actually be better for that. Also, let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see next, whether it is Greeks, Barbarians, or obviously Romans. I am going to be doing a Falxman video. I just haven't got them upgraded yet. I want to kind of get a fully upgraded Falxman unit before making a video on them, and I also want to do a Pike video, but I kind of feel like I'm just really crappy with Pikes, and I just kind of get a bit bored. I'm more of a Roman player who just wants to get stuck in, whereas Pikes, you kind of have to rely on the enemy being somewhat stupid, as well as, kind of outplaying them a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll let the battle fire, and I'll see you guys in the engagement. Okay guys, so we are on Genovia. This is the higher tier map, which is just basically a big old city in the center, which is fun. I definitely enjoy this map. It's definitely not for cavalry. There's not really a lot of open fields. It's mainly just streets, which is going to be very difficult for us to perform. Also, I really despise the fact that there's so many trees everywhere. I feel like the battlefield itself could just get rid of all of these like trees right here, which don't do anything. Obviously, keeping these trees in the center are important. They provide vision. But all of these other ones just kind of obscure my view, and it's kind of more annoying than anything else. Like this thing right here just kind of takes up so much of my screen. I really wish they would take it away. Also, we could have just played our tier 9s there, because by the looks of it, yeah, we've gotten a tier 9 game anyway. Hopefully we don't come up against too many strong enemies, because we are tier 7 obviously. So we 100% need to try and pick our battles in this engagement. So we will try and look to obviously not be that front line. Sit back, let the enemy kind of do their mistakes, and then try and capitalize on that, or let our teammates, engage first. We do have a tier 9 Sulla, which is going to be very good. So let's just advance up straight away. I definitely want to try and capture this watchtower if I can. I am a little bit further away, which I normally like to spawn here, so I can quickly, dive up here, take this watchtower, so I get a good idea of what the enemy are bringing. I honestly think, in a more team game, like kind of version of this battle. Like watchtowers are just so valuable because not only does it tell you what's coming towards you, it tells you what else is on the battlefield. Now we're going to have to fall back because they have 2 units of tier 9s right here. So let's make our way back. We obviously cannot engage that whatsoever. These guys are going to... Oh my god, the Praetorian cavalry is going to charge. And for some reason, they're not going to form hoplites. What the hell is this guy doing? He needs to obviously form his hoplites. So it looks like the enemy are bringing up a lot of soldiers. So let's try and maybe, you know, just sneak around, see if we can engage. Yeah, these archers are going to absolutely ruin our front line. And we need to be a little bit careful. Noting, we need to make sure we know that they don't have that watchtower there. So we can maybe be a little bit aggressive here. Try and get into these woodlands. Maybe take care of these archers. They do see me though, unfortunately, and that barrage is going to hurt. But it does also mean that they are kind of a little bit kind of segregated. And if we get a good charge off here, we can take out all of these archers. Nice. We just did a lot of damage to these archers, which is perfect. We're going to stay into this battle for now. Just try and do as much damage as possible. Probably pop our war cry as well. Just to try and take out as many of these guys as possible. We're going to leave these 2 units back because, again, I don't really see an opening right now. Our base is being captured, but it looks as if it is... Oh, it's actually capping kind of quickly. Let's go back with them units. This unit is fine right now, just to continue chasing. So we definitely done a lot of damage. God, I've definitely noticed Falksman, like 100% ruin you when you go into combat. Again, it's tier 9s, and I can't really engage that. Luckily, this is just simply barbarian cavalry, which is kind of a little bit easier to deal with. Oh my god, how did that guy fall for that? Let's go in. I guess we have to go in and try and help. Yeah, the barbarian cavalry is a little bit annoying, but we can obviously deal with that with the support of this guy, hopefully. And obviously, if we get a good charge off as well. Yeah, we did actually do a lot of damage. Considering they're tier 9s, I am impressed with how we performed. We're going to pop our war cry. We're going to pop that. We're going to pop our oath of perseverance and come around with the other side. No, we might be able to rout these guys. Actually, no, we're going to come in this side and hopefully just try and capture them in place. Yeah, we're routing them. So this just goes to show you, it doesn't matter if they have tier 9s or tier 10s. You can outplay them as a lower tier. We're basically just going to come in and try and rout these guys. For some reason, their thing isn't coming up. We'll pop our war cry again, and that is going to rout them. No, they're so close to routing them. That's unfortunate. Oh, well, we will continue just to try our best to help out. Oh, yes, fine, nice. We routed another tier 9. He should just dissipate now. It's perfect. We do obviously need to get back and try and deal with the rest of them. So we've got some tier 10s coming our way. I don't know why it's not coming up when I'm clicking on it. There's normally a thing here which should show up. Let's have a quick look. Sorry, I know this isn't obviously very professional of me, but I just need to double check. Do we have it on? Oh, there we go. There we go, cool. Because we need to get a good idea of what you're coming up against. And it is... Oh, God, this is in Oath? No, it's not. It's just Praetorian Cavalry. What the hell? Well, I guess we'll have to try and get out of there. Leave that unit in Oath and hope for the best. Definitely charge against this. And again, like, I'm happy of how these tier 7s are performing against these lower tiers. But yeah, there we go. Some Palatine right there. Extremely heavy infantry. Going to be doing a lot of damage. Obviously, we're holding up an entire tier 9 right here as well. We obviously want to try and look for another engagement if we can. Unfortunately, I don't have my charge back for another 5-6 seconds. So we're only going to be able to engage this unit. But we still do a lot of damage, which is good. And now we have our charge back. We can pop that off. A few units will go off. Obviously, the units not moving won't. But we can finish off these archers. We do need to be very careful of our base. And this is the thing right now. Okay, we got our unit of cavalry back. That's perfect. I'm going to leave these tier 9 of these singers to die. And at the moment, we're winning the battle. We have a 300-man advantage. So at the moment, them capping our base is like one of the ways we can lose. You know, everywhere else, we're kind of looking pretty good, if I'm honest. So what I need to make sure I do is I need to make sure I'm back here to decap. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're actually having a really good game. We're top of the team, and we're out-tiered by like 3 tiers. The good thing here is we can stop this cap fairly easily. There's not really a lot back here to stop us or anything. And we are also capping the enemy base as well. We've got 3 units of full infantry in there, our tier 9s. And I feel like we've done a good job this battle because we've been heavily out-tiered, right? Like, I've not seen as many tier 9s on our side as they have on theirs, so that's pretty impressive. I want to go in and get the decap points. This barbarian player is going to go in, but I want to try and take the decap points because you can get so many points from decapping. Just look at this. We're going to charge our way in because, as I said, I want the decap points. Look how many points we just get. Oh, no, he stopped us decapping, you son of a bitch. Look how many decap points he just got. You can really rack up a lot of kills. But we're just going to get in there anyway because we're about to win the battle. Maybe charge him with another unit as well. Why not? Yeah, so we're going to win. And, like, if we would have got them decap points, we would have easily have been first. And that's pretty impressive, right? Like, that's pretty impressive. Considering how out-tiered we were, I'm happy with our performance right there. We came third in score overall. And we made some good moves. You know, their archers were somewhat, you know, a bit unprotected, especially because they saw me as well. You know, normally you don't get that in the higher tier games, you know, more like in the afternoon and evening. The archers are obviously very, very smart when it does come to protection and stuff. Because them archers could have just sat back and really dominated the field. But we managed to get some good charges off on that Barbarian Cavalry. Again, yo, I think at tier 9, the Barbarian Cavalry is very much more about the charge. So the fact that we could get stuck in, pop our over Perseverance, and then have our teammates come in. I feel like if our teammates didn't come in, we would have struggled a little bit. Because we have that support of the Cavalry, you know, I think it was this Void guy coming in and helping us out. We definitely did a lot of damage. And we got the most aggression on our team, so we did the most damage, as well as you actually got the most defense as well. Absorbed the most damage. So I thought that was a really, really good game by us on our tier 7s, completely out-tiered. I'm impressed with how we performed there. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see some tier 9 action, and I'll maybe try and even get some gameplay. I've been playing a lot with the Sun Clan, you know, with some really, really veteran players. So maybe I'll try and get some good group games and just get some replays, because I feel like playing tier 9 is very, very hard to do live battles. Just simply because, you know, at tier 9 and tier 10, like, it's just so, like, it's really, really competitive. And one mistake, you'll get completely destroyed. You have to make sure you're playing really, really well, just to kind of take advantage. Because the enemy are not going to make many mistakes. And you're going to have to capitalize on the small mistakes they do play, so, or they do make. So it's going to be really interesting. So yeah, I think I'm definitely going to do a couple, you know, high tier games, and maybe I'll do that for the rest of the week. So let me know if you guys want to see that. Make sure to drop a like and a comment if you enjoyed this battle, and I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.